Hey everyone, welcome back to another Elemental War of Magic Beta 4 video. Elemental is Emeralds. Right now, what I've done is I spent a bit of time basically seeding my map with making sure the land felt okay for borders and things like that. And now I'm working on I've added mountains, and because I enjoy certain geological aspects or things that make sense, I'm starting to build the connective tissues for the mountains, which in most cases, believe it or not, is hills. If you ever really look, mountains don't just seem to super crop up without something in the environment enhancing that, and usually the trigger to that is usually the hills you see. So, where it looked initially like those mountains are just, well, they're interesting, but they don't quite feel completely realistic. Well, that's right, because they didn't. I had to, basically, I'm going back in now and adding the hills to make it feel a little bit more natural, which, the foothills of the mountains. And it depends on what part of the world you're at, what your mountains may actually look like, or what you're personally familiar with. Someone who grew up in the Pacific Northwest, well, one of the places I grew up at least was the Pacific Northwest. And hills and mountains, you saw them all the time. I remember climbing, going up and sliding off of Mount Rainier and things like that. That was fun. Or other mountains like that. Anyways, what else? Okay, so now the hills are starting to make sense for placement. Some areas over here, and remember, hills are just hills. They look interesting, but it actually gives me a chance to layer in some other properties when I'm ready. And then kind of go for that. So this way, on this map, this side over here up north is a little bit less hills oriented. It's not as much of a hilly environment. But I would like you to just be able to look at it and go, oh, okay, I can see where you're imagining the tectonic plates of things are resting and coming into fruition. And then the hills in between the mountains will, give that map a better feel for traveling, because it'll feel a little bit more realistic. And it looks like I just killed a mountain there, but that's okay. Let's press the M key. Hey mountain, how are you doing? And then yoink, 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 yoink. Okay, that's a little bit bigger than I was expecting. Yoink, 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 yoink. Come on down. Alright. Well, at least that still feels realistic. And then back to L for the land, because I'm doing hills. So, connect those there. In some cases, the mountains are kind of shrinking a little bit to balance out with the hills that they're in place. And I like that. It feels good. And the funny thing is, people who are like serious geologists would be able to use this to create some, well, strong geographical maps that bear resemblance to reality. Myself, I've always been fond of that fantastic reality, which is, and I'm sure it's been coined by other people, but playing D&D for so long, one of my key rules for building my worlds has always been fantastic reality. That is, it has to be something that you can envision existing in the real world, even if it's fantastic, and then trying to use, not necessarily the physics of it, just, it has to be perfect physics or anything goofy like that. No, I don't believe in that. But just kind of trying to make sure it feels right, like, it feels realistic. Even if it isn't 100% realistic, hence the fantasy part. As long as it has that feeling of realism, it it makes it a whole heck of a lot easier. So now I've been doing a lot of external view vision here, so now I'm actually going to come back in and I'm going to dun 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 river tools. Alright. Basically, this is the harder part. This is where basically we take the river runs through it, and try to build this river Yes, silence as I begin to play. Alright. Let's see. Obviously. Okay, so this would be like me saying, this is the source of the river here. What I really wanted for this, the source of the river to be there, and then have it go out. Now, I have not been able to, using this tool specifically, been able to create multi-turning rivers, and I don't know if I'll be able to do that myself, but let's see. Now, if I have the river running along the side of the hills, where is the water going to drain to? Well, I was going to, and I still am, I'm going to take it over towards the river there, or the beach. Okay, I'm assuming that, you know, these tools will, or they'll find a way to make it so it's easier to split the river off. Okay, hello. Thank you. Thank you. Just want to make it. Kill that. Bring that here. And you see, they have this river edge. That's supposed to be like the river flowing into the cliff or something. I don't know, I just got done talking about fantastic reality. Yeah, the reality is the river would not go up and around over this way. So I just need to cheat. Bring that back over here. Connect here. Connect there. That's fine. One thing that's kind of cool is we've been able to make it snake, you know, across the way. But realistically, what I would also have it do is, personally, I'd have it connect. Not that it's going to let me, right at the second. And that's okay. You know, it's not the end of the world if I can't get it to connect properly. Just need to merge these two. Okay, kill that, kill that, kill that, kill that, kill that. And if it's any consolation prize, they're getting to see us build these maps as, you know, live mod tools allow us. So, alright, I'm going to put in some more rivers, and I'll show you some updates on the map in a little bit later. Alright, everyone, have a great day.